TV here all day for action-packed day of basketball and the final day here at North Gwinnett High School of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Collins Hill in the white, Central Gwinnett working on offense in the black, and the three-pointer is good from the left corner. That is Jaquan Morris to crack the seal on this ball game. Kevin Stamps, Jaquan Morris, Kevin Lewis Charles, Jalen Hillary, and Bernard Casanda are the five starters for the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. For Collins Hill, it is J.D. Oza, Tashawn Hightower, Kai Lambert, A.J. Cheeseman, and Max Clark. And they're working it here with Oza. Oza bounces it on the low to Cheeseman. Cheeseman now puts it on the floor, coming off of the screen is Tashawn Hightower, who pulls the three. It is no good. They fight for the rebound underneath, and coming away with it is Central Gwinnett. Stamps going to give it over to Cassandra, and Cassandra quickly into the forecourt. Between the legs, a minute going by, but the defense coming in. Good defensive pressure in there by Max Clark, and it will be Collins Hill basketball. Good hustle and good defense forcing the turnover. Clark will inbound it to Tashawn Hightower. Hightower averaged 18 points a game last season at Towers High School in DeKalb. Driving, up, and no, could not get the N1. J.D. Ozo will go to the free throw line. The foul will be on Jalen Hillary. That'll be his first and the team's first. And Ozo will go to the free throw line. J.D. Ozo. Goes through his free throw routine, sticks it up in there good. And then Collins Hill now is on the board. Collins Hill, the home team. Central Gwinnett in black, and now the referee is taking a look at J.D. Oza's, something on his wrist. Not sure what that was about, but obviously whatever it is, it's okay. He goes through his free throw routine again, takes his time, sticks the shot up in there, good. It fell in, so he made them both. 3-2 ball game. Collins Hill now on the board, trailing Central Gwinnett, and they come out with the three-quarter court pressure. Lewis Charles is trapped on the side. It'll be out of bounds and go to Collins Hill. Collins Hill now has forced two turnovers right there with that trap. Coach Brandon Mayweather. Central Gwinnett coming in 1-0. Going to put it on the floor, makes his move, goes up, shot is going to be no good by Cheeseman. Rebound is coming out to Lewis Charles. He gets it up ahead to Cassandra. Cassandra now heading into the forecourt, gives it off to Lewis Charles. Lewis, Hillary in trouble. Hillary in the corner. Cheeseman hustled out of bounds.
Hey, thumbs up. Let's go.
Cassandra now on the move, swings it to Lewis Charles. Now had to go with Hillary. Hillary back. There's Jaquan Morris. Morris, a three. It is off. Rebound is going to be corralled by Kai Lambert, and here comes Collins Hill. 2 minutes gone by in this first quarter. Three-pointer is no good by Lambert. Good hustle for the offensive rebound. Now Hightower in the middle. There's a layup off the glass. Good by Max Clark. Hightower dimed it off to Clark, and that's Collins Hill's first field goal, and they take the lead 4-3. Cassandra working with it, and a traveling violation. So another turnover by Central Gwinnett. 3 early turnovers, 5:37 to go here, first quarter. Collins Hill Eagles in white, Central Gwinnett in black, and Collins Hill walks it into the forecourt with Max Clark. Clark makes his move, now gives it over to A.J. Cheeseman. Cheeseman holding on the right wing. Cheeseman now feeds the post. Down to Lambert. Lambert with the size advantage. Goes up, no good. Morris gets the rebound for the Black Knights. Morris now will come back this way. Gives it off to Lewis Charles, who swings it over to Hillary. Hillary a three, no good. Coach Mayweather wanting the foul down there, and it happened right in front of Collins Hill head coach Ty Baumgartner. They went 18-8 last season. Baumgartner in his second season here at Collins Hill. Hightower into the full court, gives it over to Uza. Uza working with the right hand. Now going to come around there. He puts it on the floor. That's Clark. Clark goes behind the back, kicks it into the corner. Collins Hill trying to play with pace and play sharp and crisp on the offensive end. Hightower pulls a three. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound going to be ripped down out of there by Jalen Hillary. He gets it up to Cassandra, and Cassandra into the forecourt. Here's Morris between the rings, swings it over to the left. Lewis Charles back to Morris. Morris now holds between the rings. He's picked up by Uza. Gets the screen. There's Lewis Charles. And they're trapping again. Cheeseman and Lambert came out with the trap. Morris barreled in. The pass was tipped. There's Hillary. Hillary to Cassandra. 4:20 to go first quarter. Takes it. There's a three by Stamps. No good. Rebound will hit the floor. Morris chases it down. Layup is good. Jaquan Morris with all 5 points, and that's his first 2-point field goal of the contest. And Central Gwinnett takes a 1-point lead, 5-4. Going to feed the post, take it up. Cheeseman, no good. Cheeseman got the rebound back, and
Bernard and Kelsey.
we have a call. And the call is on Cheeseman. Cheeseman with his first and the team's first, and now we have substitution. Into the contest, Chris Parks will check in. Number 21 for Collins Hill, and also into the contest will be number 33, Kenny Stanchel.
All right, back up, let's play. Carolina.
Derek Lawrence now in for Central Gwinnett. Lawrence gives it over to Morris. Morris worked on by Stanchel. Morris going to drive, and there's a foul on the floor. And Stanchel comes in and gets his first foul immediately, his first and the team's second. 3:49 to go, first quarter. The Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, day 3 here in Suwanee, Georgia, at North Gwinnett High School. Central Gwinnett played in the event on Saturday, picking up their first win to move to 1-0. A turnover now. Central Gwinnett, another turnover. That's their 4th turnover here early in this first quarter.
Foul charged to number 20, Jaquan Morris.
Morris will pick up the foul, his first and the team's second. Lambert inbounds to Max Clark. Clark comes across the timeline with the left-hand dribble, now moves it to his right. Running the action offense, Stencil gives it in the corner to Hightower. Hightower back out. There's Kenny Stanchel trying to feed the post down low. And they do. Kick it back out now. They're trying to get Parks. There's Hightower's three. No good. Stanchel hard on the glass. One dribble. Goes back up and in. Good. Kenny Stanchel offensive rebound and put back. And we go back and forth at 6-5. Also in now is Quentin Turner for Central Gwinnett, number 12. Morris hands it back over to Lawrence. 3:05 to go first quarter. Gonna drive, kick it to the corner, stop. There's a long three off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound gonna come down to Lambert. Lambert now running this way for Collins Hill. Gonna drive all the way, layup off the window, good. Points in transition and leading the break. Kyle Lambert and goes easy off the glass for the deuce. Morris gonna attack right down the lane and the foul called on the floor as he drove, let's see. Kenny Stanchel into the game off the bench and quickly has picked up 2 fouls. That's the team's third. Dan Antonio checks in, and also Xavier Kufar will check in. Kevin Stamps will come out.
Hillary, come on.
And they take Jalen Hillary out as well. So substitutions now. As we have 2:44 to go first quarter. Looking on the inbound, Lawrence, long inbound. And gives it back to Kofor. Coach Mayweather calling out the play and wanting to see the offense ran the way he expects it to be ran. They give it over to the left. There's Morris. Morris going to drive the southpaw, stops at the top of the key, now kicks it back over to Kofor. Kofor now trapped. Lambert on the trap. Okay, Ryan Jones is into the contest now for Collins Hill. Lawrence to Morris. Morris at the head of the key, puts it on the floor with the right hand, stop, and a traveling violation. Turnover number 5 now for Central Gwinnett. Hightower on the right side, looking to feed that post. He's trying to go down there to Chris Parks. Parks last year, 8 points a game and 5.2 rebounds. A float by Hightower is no good. Rebound comes down to Kufar and Central Gwinnett pushing up ahead. Here's Morris on the break. Morris layup good. Jaquan Morris right now keeping Central Gwinnett in the contest. We're under 2 minutes. It's 8-7. All 7 points courtesy of Jaquan Morris. Lambert to Hightower. Hightower stops, pulls the jump. It's no good. Rebound ripped down by Kofor. Went over his own teammate's back. Here they come running in transition. On the break, Turner layup good. Quentin Turner in transition, and now they have the lead 9-8. 93 seconds to go. Transition buckets right there. Back-to-back, 2 of them now for Central Gwinnett. And 4 points in transition. The last 2 hoops. Here's Clark on the right wing. Clark to Hightower. Hightower long and rangy. Puts it on the floor. goes in the corner. There's Chris Parks. Parks going to pump fake, go down the baseline, stop off the window. No, he'll go to the free throw line. Foul will be on Derek Lawrence, his first and the team's third. But shooting 2 now will be Chris Parks. 8 points a game and 5.2 rebounds last year at nearby Lanier High School. Parks goes through his free throw routine at 6'5". Sticks the first one up good. Tie ball game at the moment. Jalen Hillary now checks into the contest. Morris will take a seat, a well-deserved rest.
Who's got shooter? Who's got shooter?
Park's second free throw is good. So he steps up to the line and makes them both 2 of 2. And Collins Hill right now 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Here's Kofor. Kofor inbound. Hillary gives it over to Lawrence. Lawrence now in that left corner. There's Turner, a 3. It's going to be short, barely grazed the rim. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds underneath that Central Gwinnett basket, and it will stay with the Black Knights. So Lawrence will be inbounding it. And a 1-point lead. They've gone back and forth here. Long inbound. Kofar will pick it up, and the clock will begin, and we have 1 minute left in this first quarter. Kofar into the forecourt, picked up by Jones. Swings it to the left to Turner. Turner now hedged out, and Jones is really fierce on him. Here's Hillary. Hillary gets the screen from Turner that easily could have been offensive. Lawrence looking to get that screen and going to try to go baseline. They're active with it. He tried to dump it down low in Antonio on a little screen roll action. It wasn't there, out of bounds, and it still will stay Central Gwinnett basketball. 37 and 8, 10 seconds.
And that other side. Slip.
Looking for the inbound. Collins Hill defense is causing long inbounds into the backcourt. That's the third time Central Gwinnett has had to do that. Coach Mayweather says, let's be patient. Let's hold it, and we'll hold it for the final shot clock at 25 seconds now.
You and Derek, switch sides. Switch sides. Zay, we're going at 10. And then, come on, at 10. That's fine. They're going to try to trap the ball 3. Attack, Zay. They're going to place their head. Let's go.
Driving to the hole and a foul on the floor with 7.3 seconds. Let's see who the call will be on. It will be on Ozo, his first and the team's fourth. They will inbound underneath their own basket with 7.3 seconds to go. Looking. They're going to have to throw it long again. Turner now will come as they come on the attack with 4 seconds. Turner drives, goes up. And an offensive foul call. Offensive foul called on Turner. That'll be his first, the team's fourth. 2.7 seconds for Collins Hill. They will inbound to Hightower. He's going to pull a long 3. No good. He went off of the window. So we're at the end of the first quarter right here at SUV TV. Collins Hill with a 10-9 lead over Central Gwinnett. We'll return for second quarter action in just a moment.
The 2015 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV. Sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza. Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jared Cook Classic. Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising. And CoachHemi.com, the coach's source for X's and O's.
We begin the second quarter here, the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUV TV. Collins Hill taking on Central Gwinnett. Justin Lee has checked into the game and will start this second quarter for the Eagles. Parks tries to feed it down low. Cheeseman turns, shot up, good. Good move there by A.J. Cheeseman, his first field goal. Push the lead out to 3 with 7:38 to go. Early moments of the second quarter. Hillary to Cassandra. Cassandra tried to figure it to Stamps. Collins Hill very, very aggressive on the defensive end of the floor, trapping and moving. At the top, here's Hillary, a traveling violation. Central Gwinnett having turnover issues. That's the 6th one by my count. 7:22 to go. Justin Lee, Cheeseman, Parks, Jones, and Ozo, the 5 on the floor for the Eagles in this second quarter as we begin. Kevin Lewis Charles, Morris, there's a long 3, no good by Lee. Rebound offensive by Parks, he turns and goes up, no. They tip, fight for the rebound, and Stamps pulls it away, and he outlets it down low, and here comes Charles on the break. Lewis Charles all the way, layup, no, and an offensive foul. Nope. Yep, offensive foul on Charles. Kevin Lewis Charles, his first, the team's 5th. Morris, Hillary, Stamps, Lewis Charles, and Cassandra, the 5 on the floor in this second quarter for Central Gwinnett. There's Cheeseman. Cheeseman on the catch, puts it on the floor, kicks it to the corner to Lee. Lee trying to go back to Cheeseman. Cheeseman back to the basket, turning in the lane. Nice move, A.J. Cheeseman. Back-to-back field goals for Cheeseman. Push the lead out to 5 now for Collins Hill. There's Stamps. Stamps puts it on the floor. Long steps going up. Layup off the hill of the rim. Cheeseman cleaning the glass. Looking to outlet it. He has to put it on the floor. Now kicks it up ahead to Ozo. Ozo with a quick move to Lee in the corner. Lee to Parks. Parks with his back to the basket. Makes a power move. Up, under, get it out of here. Stamps with the block, but the foul is called. He'll get 2 shots. Foul on Morris. That'll be his second, the team's 6th. And going to the free throw line will be Chris Parks. Parks and Cheeseman can do work on each side of the block and down low for the Collins Hill Eagles. Parks takes his time, free throw routine, and puts it in good. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and the lead pushed out to 6 now. Lee will check out, and Kyle Lambert will check back in. Goes through the free throw routine, sticks it up in there good. Love it when the big man can sit there at the free throw line and stick it in. 6'5" is Parks. They inbound to Stamps. Stamps now to Morris. Morris kicks it back to Cassandra. Cassandra picked up by Jones. That goes to the right corner in the right wing. Long skip pass Morris to Lewis Charles to Cassandra. Collins Hill very aggressive with the defense, the trapping and movement of their defense, staying and making it hard. Morris on the drive, shot no good. Got his own rebound and now a late whistle, and let's see, it'll be on
Into the game for the
Collins Hill.
Tashawn Hightower.
Tashawn Hightower will check back in.
Hey, what you want, man?
Turner, number 22, Derek Moore.
Ruled it out of bounds. Central Gwinnett underneath their own basket, inbounds it to Stamps. Stamps to Morris. Morris stops, pulls the 3. Hill of the rim, no good, and then hit the wire out of bounds, and it will go to Collins Hill. So Central Gwinnett now, we played just over 2 minutes in this second quarter, still no bucket. And now they will come with the full court pressure. Hightower now tries to break the press, gets it up to Cheeseman. Cheeseman, one hard dribble, going all the way to the hoop, got it blocked by Stamps. Stamps with the block. And a whistle. Lambert will get hit with the foul, his first and the team's 5th. 5:35 to go second quarter. Central Gwinnett still without a bucket. The offense has been slow today. Morris has 7 out of 9 points. Morris catches it in the left corner. Long cross-court pass. It was tipped out of bounds off of Turner and a turnover. – 16-9 with 5:22 to go. Putting it up off the window. No, Cheeseman was fouled, and Cheeseman will go to the free throw line. Foul on Kevin Stamps, his first and the team's 7th, but 2 free throws coming up for A.J. Cheeseman, his first trip to the free throw line today. He has 2 field goals, both in this second quarter. He has 4 points total. Cheeseman free throw is good. having a conversation with the referee right here in front of us. Free throw is no good. Coach Mayweather said he was bothered by the fact that we've been called for 3 charges and they're not getting called for the hand checks. And there's another charge right there and another turnover.
22.
Foul charge to number 3.
Team's 8th foul. And the first one on Xavier Kufa.
Back into the game for the Eagles, number 23, Max Clark.
You see the charge right there on our SUV instant replay.
Get in front of him. Back up, Derek.
Here's Lambert. Lambert gonna attack all the way and an offensive foul. Nope, or is it out of bounds? Out of bounds, but no offensive foul. 3 minutes gone by in a 17-9 contest. Central Gwinnett still trying to find the bottom of the net here in this second quarter. Turner gonna drive up, blocking foul, and that'll be called on Kyle Lambert.
Charge to number 4, Kyle Lambert.
Lambert picks up his second and the team's 6th. So Quentin Turner will go to the free throw line for the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. And Coach Mayweather will take the opportunity to do some coaching as Turner sticks the first free throw up in good.
J.D. Ozo into the game.
First free throw of the game for Central Gwinnett, and Turner knocks it in. Second attempt coming up. Turner's free throw is good. Stepped up and made them both in the first points of the second quarter for the Black Knights. Max Clark has checked back into the game. Here's Hightower. Deshaun Hightower, long and rangy, feeding the post. Cheeseman sweeping across the lane. He lost it, but he was able to corral it, gave it back, and a layup off the glass. Good by J.D. Ozo. That's his first field goal, and lead now out to 8. On the drive and an off foul on Ozo. Ozo with his second, and the team's 7th, so it'll be the 1-1. Ozo with the foul, and Xavier Kufar going to the free throw line.
The Eagles, number 11, Ryan Jones. 1-1.
Kufar at the line. Front end of the 1-1 right here with 4:26 to go in an 8-point ball game. Free throw, good rotation and good.
Hey, make him miss. Make him miss.
Central Gwinnett now has made 3 free throws in a row. All of their points here in this second quarter have came from the free throw line. No field goals in this quarter so far. Takes his time. Good rotation off to the right. No good. Rebound ripped down by Parks. The Hightower to Jones. Jones quickly gives it to Parks. Parks spinning in the lane. Stop up, and it was blocked. Rebound back up Cheeseman. Offensive foul called on Cheeseman, his second and the team's 8th, and a turnover. So Bernard Kashanda would check in for Derek Lawrence.
33 into the game, Casando for the Black Knights.
Team control foul. We don't shoot that. We don't shoot that. Go back down here, folks.
Inadvertent horn. It was an offensive foul and not shooting a one-on-one on a player control foul. Inbound now, and here comes Casanda. Casanda picked up by Jones. Bernard Casanda now works and gives it to the top to Kofor. Kofor picks it on the floor, drives to the left of the lane, in trouble. Foul called on the floor, and it will be the 1-1. Foul on Ryan Jones. That'll be his first and the team's 9th. Free throw is good on the front end of the 1-1. So Kufar 2 of 3. Central Gwinnett, who did not get to the free throw line in the first quarter, now living at the line here in the recent trips. 4 of 5. All 4 points from the free throw line. Free throw is good. Stepped up there and made both of them. Lead cut to 5. Collins Hill inbounds, and here comes Hightower across the timeline. Down in the corner to Clark. Clark to Hightower. Stop, pulls the left wing 3. Good. 3 ball to Sean Hightower, and he's in the books. Stamps out to the top. Stamps going to drive, kick it over to the left. Here's Cassandra. Cassandra, bounce pass. Down low, Stamps slam dunk. And there's your first field goal here in the second quarter for the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. Up ahead, here's Justin Lee. Lee now going to attack all the way, float up, no offensive foul on Lee with a charge. His first, the team's 10th, no shooting. But now Central Gwinnett is in the double bonus. And a timeout has been called by Collins Hill and head coach Ty Bumgarner. Will it be a 30 or a full? It will be a 30-second timeout right here. 22-16 SUV TV. In that corner, and a turnover. Ryan Jones with the steal for Collins Hill. Gets it up ahead. Now here's Clark. Clark on the right wing and stop. Look, they had Hightower running and to slow it down. Now they swing it over to Hightower. Hightower puts it on the floor, makes his move, gets it in the corner. Justin Lee, a corner 3, no good. Rebound is going to be skied for by Kevin Stamps. Stamps gets the rebound and gets it up ahead to Quentin Turner. Turner goes between the legs. Turner going to pull a long 3. Off, no good. Hightower skying for the rebound. He's long and rangy, and now he's got some legs. He's putting it on the floor, going all the way. Kick it into the corner to Clark. Clark now peels it back out. Now goes back to this corner to Hightower. Hightower dumps it off down low to Parks. Parks kicks it out. There's Lee. Lee to Clark. Clark, a 3. Ball movement. It's short. Lee, offensive rebound in the lane. Sticks it up good. Justin Lee on the put back in the lead. Pushed it out to 8 now with 2:25 to go in the second quarter. They'll kick it to the right, and there's Hillary. Hillary has been very quiet in this contest, yet to get in the book. Hillary puts it on the floor to give it in the corner. No spacing, so he comes out with Cassandra. Cassandra now looking at that long, rangy Collins Hill defense in a zone 2-3 right now. Look to put it on the floor. Here's Turner. Turner now going to swing it to the left. Looking now to bounce it over in the corner. Then they kick it back out to the top. Pass wing was almost shot. Here's Cassandra. 1:50 to go. Hillary puts it on the floor now to Turner in the corner. Nothing going to the basket at the moment. Everything being swung around the perimeter trying to crack that Collins Hill zone. Now going to drive is Kofor. Kofor dumps it off. Short corner jumper by Stamps. No good. Rebound back tap by Clark. Rebound is going to be corralled by Stamps. Stamps now turns, kicks it to the left to Hillary. Hillary a turnover. Unable to get to it before it went out of bounds. Adana Antonio will check in, and also Derek Lawrence will check in for Central Gwinnett. Turner, Lawrence, Hillary, Antonio, they're not looking behind them. Cheeseman and Park that's behind on the baseline. Now stop, there's Lee. Lee at the top, takes one dribble, foul line jumper, no. Tip on the offense, rebound, put back in by Parks. Now they're living on the offensive glass right now. Another putback, first field goal for Chris Parks. Lawrence with the hoop on the other end for Central Gwinnett. Pushing it back quickly. We are under a minute to go before halftime, 26-18 on the move. And Jones went to try to score, got his cookies taken. Pass up ahead, here's Turner. Turner stops, pulls a left wing 3. Side of the iron, no good. Hightower skied in, man, he's so long and rangy. Out of bounds for Collins Hill. Tashawn Hightower. Coming over from Towers High School, averaged 18 points a game. Today he only has 3. Here's Hillary, stops, he pulls the 3, it's good. Hillary finally in the book, he hits that 3. Central Gwinnett now within 5. Down low, Parks, easy layup, blew it, offensive rebound. He just wanted the Moses Malone stat. He wanted another offensive rebound and putback, 28-21. And a backcourt violation called on Central Gwinnett, another careless turnover. 25 and 2/10 seconds. Kyle Lambert will check back in for the final 25 seconds. Ryan Jones will take a seat. Inbounded to Clark. Clark now will walk it into the forecourt. Clark with the left hand dribble, gives it over to Tashawn Hightower with 15 seconds. Hillary now picks him up and has a count going on. 5 seconds, nothing to the basket now with 4, with 3. Hightower going to drive, spin in the lane, shot is up, no good. Tip, offensive rebound, will not count if it goes, it does not. And we're at the half. Collins Hill has a 26-21 lead. Halftime right here of game 1 on day 3 of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic live from North Gwinnett High School.
Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jared Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com, the coach's source for X's and O's.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Welcome back to North Gwinnett High School. It's Swanee, Georgia. Second half action getting ready to come to you right here live on SUV TV. Central Gwinnett taking on Collins Hill. Taking a look at some numbers. Chris Parks, the high man in the ball game for Collins Hill. He has 8. A.J. Cheeseman with 5. And Josh Ozo with 4. For Central Gwinnett, the high man is Jaquan Morris with 7, but he was held scoreless in that second quarter. Collins Hill in the white, moving left to right. Central Gwinnett in the black. Going to drive on the baseline and a whistle, and let's see. Early foul. This will be on Hillary. That'll be his second and the team's first. And the first foul 12 seconds into the half. Inbound is by Lambert. Lambert to Uza. He gives it up to Max Clark. Clark to Lambert. Lambert stop, turn to the foul line. There's A.J. Cheeseman with a right wing 3. Hill of the rim, no good. Rebound going to be ripped down by Hillary, and now here come the Black Knights back this way with Cassandra. Cassandra puts it between his legs and gives it over to Morris. Morris now going to feed it to Stamps. Stamps turns and cuts over to Morris. Nice pass. Get it down low. Shot up by Hillary, no good. Clark going to come over with the rebound for the Eagles. Ooh, nice little dribble move into the forecourt. Swings it over to the left. Now coming down the lane. Stop. There's Uza with a foul line jumper. No good. It rolled out. Rebound by Clark. Clark gives it back to Hightower. They'll peel it back out and reset. Hightower with a tricky dribble. Inside out. In and out. Going up with the left hand. Nice move to Sean Hightower. He was in control the entire time and was going downhill and flipped it up off the glass with the left hand. Cassandra now looking at that trap. They get it into the middle of Stamps. Stamps over to Hillary. Hillary going to attack. Cheeseman came and blocked it. Weak side. Cheeseman with the block, out of bounds, and it will go over to Central. No, it will go to Collins Hill. Okay, it will go to Collins Hill. I thought that would have been Central Gwinnett's ball. Out of bounds right there. You see the block, and they gave Collins Hill the ball. Swinging over to Max Clark. Clark now going to feed the post. Cheeseman catches it. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, power move, makes his move and travel. Too many steps down low for Big Cheeseman. Indecisive as he went to make his move. Offensive foul coming up. No, a block on Morris went down there. The foul will be on J.D. Oza, and that'll be his third. Ozo picks up his third. That'll be the team's first here in the second half. Just over a minute and a half gone by here in this third quarter. There's Morris. Morris, a left wing 3. Front iron, no. Couldn't get the roll in there. Rebound ripped down, and here comes Ozo. Ozo going to peel it back, and they'll set up the offense, give it over to Lambert. Lambert wanting to attack. Now Central Gwinnett. And then 2-3 zone. There's Hightower. Hightower puts it on the floor. They didn't get the switch, tried to dump it off. Cheeseman was coming on the backside. A turnover out of bounds, and back to Central Gwinnett. 9-point ball game with 6:05 to go third quarter. Central Gwinnett, again, another slow start to the quarter. Have gone 2 minutes now without a hoop. Coming off the screen, there's Hillary. The trap is just massive. And a timeout call by Central Gwinnett. Had to call it. It is a 30-second timeout with 5:50 to go. In the third quarter, 5:44 to go. They've yet to score. Lewis Charles gives it over to Cassandra, and a foul call, and it will be on Max Clark. Clark will pick up his first, the team's second. Hillary inbounds into the backcourt and gives it over to Cassandra. Cassandra swings it to the right to Morris. Morris to the top to Stamps. Stamps rotating it around to the left. They kick it back out to the top. Between the rings is Morris. Puts it on the floor. Gordon driving with the right hand. And it is a foul on Cheeseman.
Foul starts at number 22, Cheeseman.
Cheeseman will get hit with the foul. That'll be his third foul and the team's third. Lawrence will check in, and Quentin Turner will check in as well.
Turner and Lawrence back into the game for the Black Knights.
Jalen Hillary had a big day against North Gwinnett in their victory with 22, and he pulls a left wing three right on cue. Jalen Hillary a three. That's his second three of the game. He has 6, and the first field goal here in the second half for the Black Knights. Lambert right back, shot off the side of the rim, no good, out of bounds, and it will go to Central Gwinnett. Hillary paced them with 22, while Quentin Turner, he was big from the land beyond. He had 3 threes on Saturday, finished with 11 points. They were the only 2 players in double figures. Antonio and Stamps each had 8 apiece. Here's a turnover now. Oza all the way. They were confused as he tried to get it up there to Lambert. Hillary going to come away with it. Push it up to Morris. They've got the numbers. Morris to Stamps. Stamps, reverse. Good job. Kevin Stamps helped use the rim to distract the defender. Went to the other side and got the layup, and a timeout call by Collins Hill. Their lead is down to 4, 30-26. And let's see, will it be a 30 or a full? It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it briefly with them right here as you see that instant replay as the Jared Cook tip-off class.
The 2015 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, powered by SUV TV, sponsored by Marco's Pizza, authentic Italian pizza, Katie Customs, the official custom socks of the Jared Cook Classic, Motive Deals, motivated, digital, fundraising, and CoachHemi.com. The coach's source for X's and O's.
Out of the timeout now to stop that little brief run, a little 5-0 spurt there. And a foul out on Quentin Turner. And Turner will pick up his second. It'll be the team's second here in this second half. 4:37 to go out of the timeout. A quick little 5-0 spurt by Central Gwinnett. The Hillary 3-ball, and then Stamps in transition with a beautiful reverse move going to the other side. Lambert off the screen, puts it between his legs, now goes and drives. Not there. Lawrence came in there, tied him up. Jump ball, and it will go to Collins Hill. Collins Hill, this is their opening game of the season, and they're trying to find that chemistry. They've got a nice little test coming up at the Charlotte Hoop Challenge after the holiday break. There's a nice drive off the window, nice and easy. Jaquan Morris, the lead now down to 2, 30-28. They will be taking on Olympic, and they will be taking on Concord First Assembly. So 2 big games coming up. This here is a non-region game in the state. There's a jumper by Hightower, no good. Little Lawrence in there gets the board. Coming out, going to push the break. Lawrence going to go all the way. Dump it off to the left of Morris. Morris takes it down. Shot up, no foul, no call. Cheeseman gets it up, and he skirts it up ahead. Long lead pass for Clark, caught it, layup good. Max Clark had to chase down that pass. Cheeseman did get it up ahead, and it rolled, and Clark had to chase it down and went and got it. Hillary off the screen to Morris. Morris now back to the top to Kevin Stamps. Stamps over to Hillary. He stops and pulls a 3. Short, front iron. Cheeseman with the rebound for Collins Hill. He hesitates. Now he puts it on the floor. Cheeseman on the break. Cheeseman all the way up and in good. A.J. Cheeseman in control. He has 7 in the contest, and they quickly push that lead back out now to 6, 34-28. Turner to Lawrence. Lawrence now looking and looking. Now Clark is want to come up on him, doesn't have a count. Gives it to Morris in the corner. Gets a screen from Hillary. Goes around to the top. Now going to penetrate below the foul line. Give it to Stamps. Hard dribble. Turn in the middle and a foul. There will be a foul on the shot. And the foul is on J.D. Ozoa, and that is his 4th, the team's 4th. So Kevin Stamps will be making his first trip to the free throw line. Back iron, no good. So Kenny Stanchel will check back in, and Ryan Jones will check in. Kenny Stanchel came in, got an early layup off the bench, and then picked up 2 quick fouls, and we haven't seen him since, but now he makes an appearance with 3:04 to go. Central Gwinnett making changes down on the block as we get ready for the second free throw coming up from Kevin Stamps. Stamps free throw, good. Good rotation. And Stamps will go out. And Dan Antonio will check back in. So it'll be Antonio, Hillary, Turner, Lawrence, and Kufor, the 5 on the floor with 3 minutes to go here for Central Gwinnett. And a foul.
Foul is charged to number 24, Hillary.
And that's Hillary picking up the foul. That'll be his third and the team's third. It'll be Stanchel, Hightower, Lambert, Jones, and Cheeseman, the 5 on the floor for Collins Hill. Lambert will inbound it, and Jones breaks free and comes and gets it and puts it on the floor. He'll be picked up by Lawrence as soon as he gets across the timeline. Gives it to Hightower. Hightower picked up by Kofor, and now over to Stanchel. Stanchel feeding the post to Cheeseman, and there's a foul. Called it on the floor. And that will be on Antonio. That'll be his first, the team's fourth. Lambert inbound right there to Cheeseman. Hard dribble goes up good. And that's a big body you're going to have to deal with, all 6'6" of A.J. Cheeseman. They pushed the lead back out to 7. So Central Gwinnett made a run and cut it to 2. There's the pass to Antonio. He bobbled it, goes in the corner to Morris. Morris kicks it back out to Lawrence, and they'll reset it. Doesn't use the screen from Antonio. He drops it down to Antonio. Good catch, put it in the basket. Nice job of being patient. Little screen roll action there, and the lead down to 5. And here comes Hightower. Hightower, long and rangy, scooping layup, good. To Sean Hightower. A beautiful move to the basket. Long lead pass, and that'll be a turnover. Going for Morris is a turnover. 2:08 to go. The turnovers were a problem for Central Gwinnett in the first half. They kind of cut down on them here in the second half. That was a bad one there. Hightower goes behind the back, dumps it off to Cheeseman. A power dribble and a jump stop. Too far, got caught underneath the basket, but there's a foul. Well, let's see. The foul will be on Xavier Kufar. That'll be his second and the team's 5th with 1:58 to go in the second quarter. I'll take a look upstairs, and I see the Archer Tigers warming up. They will be taking on Peachtree Ridge in our next contest. And they've got a pair of guards that'll be fun to watch, and Darian Taylor and Brendan Tucker. Cheeseman's free throw is good.
Back into the game for the Black Knights, number 5, Stamps.
Kevin Stamps will come in, and Antonio will take a seat. Lawrence will go out, and the starter Bernard Casanda will check back in. Cheeseman takes his time. Free throw is good. A.J. Cheeseman stepped up. He's 3 of 4 today from the free throw line. And he's quietly now nearing double figures. He's in double figures with 11. And now there's a foul, and that will be on Kenny Stanchel. And Stanchel with 3 fouls, and he's quickly got the team up to 5 team fouls. Kenny Stanchel just turned and looking through his hands up, couldn't do anything. That was his 3rd foul. He going back to the 90s with the fade in the box, the mini box, isn't he? Swings it over to the right. There's Morris. Morris now gets the screen, uses it to Stamps. Stamps to the hoop, cutting his Kofor. Kofor power dribble, and he kicks it to the left. There's Turner, a 3. It's good. Good ball movement, and a 3 ball by Quentin Turner out of the left corner. Lead down to 6. Stop. Cheeseman. Shot was blocked by Stamps. Recovered by Stanchel. He put it up with the left hand. No. Ripped down with the one-hand rebound with Stamps. Stamps over to Morris. Here comes Central Gwinnett pushing. Morris all the way. Euro stepping up. Counting and the foul. Jaquan Morris, the transition hoop and one. Go ahead and take a look at our Jared Cook tip-off classic instant replay. Morris had him on the break, and watch the Euro step. Nice move. Finished with that right hand for the lefty and one. He'll go to the free throw line. He's now in double figures with 11. That foul was on Kenny Stanchel, his 4th. So he just checked in, played 2-3 minutes total in the game, and just hacked away. He's got 4 fouls. So here's Morris. The free throw is good. He completes the 3-point play. He has 12 in the contest now. Lead now down to 3. Central Gwinnett getting these little runs and applying some pressure now. Here's Hightower. Hightower across the timeline now as we come up on a minute. There's Lambert. Lambert gives it off to Jones. Jones departs. He dropped it on the floor. Lambert picked it back up. Shot is up, bouncing, and falling good. Kyle Lambert with his 2nd field goal, and that kind of stops the bleeding momentarily for the Eagles. Stamps gonna take it and pull a three. Go! Oh, it rattled in and came out. It went down and came out. Hightower to the hoop, lost it, dropped it off to Jones. Jones layup no good. Stamps cleans the glass and gets it to Cassandra with 34 seconds. Up ahead, there's Turner. Turner into the corner. There's Morris. Morris lost it. A turnover. Cheeseman will get the steal. It was deflected, I think, by Parks. Coach Bumgarner say, whoa, be easy. Let's settle it down. So here's Ryan Jones with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cassandra is really on him. He's trying to get him on the count. And he got rid of it to Lambert. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Here goes Lambert. Lambert to the hoop, kicks it to the corner. Hightower, a long three, air ball, and that will be the end of the third quarter. And another push by Central Gwinnett. It's 42-37. We move to the fourth. We begin the fourth quarter, a 5-point game. And we have the privilege of being very close to the Central Gwinnett bench. And during that quarter break, Coach Mayweather said we had 8 minutes to make a push. They had two small spurts there in that third quarter, and they got it down to 2 at one point. It's a 5-point game. Parks on the move. He kicks it over. There's a layup by Jones. Jones no, and a foul by Antonio. Foul on Antonio. That'll be his second and the team's sixth. So each team now will move into the 1-and-1 on the next foul. 7:29 to go, fourth quarter just now underway. A.J. Cheeseman with 11, the high man for Collins Hill. Jaquan Morris really got it going. He's the high man for Central Gwinnett with 12. Lambert free throw falls in good. His first free throw of the day. 5 points for Lambert, and he'll get one more. Second free throw. Front iron, no. Rebound ripped off the glass by Central Gwinnett, and they give it up ahead to Morris. Morris is going to attack now, kicks it back in a turnover. Try to get it to Antonio. Max Clark comes away with it. Here's Hightower. Hightower running and gliding to the hoop and scoring. He's just so long, rangy, and lanky. Just went gliding to the hoop and got that deuce. Pushed the lead out to 8 now. Central Gwinnett got it at 2. Hightower tried to get a steal. There's Morris. Morris goes baseline, had to pick up his dribble. In trouble. Now he's definitely in trouble. He kicks it out long, and Hightower with those long arms stole it. Hightower now back this way for Collins Hill. Gives it to Lambert. Lambert in the lane. Lambert back to Parks. Parks one dribble. Kicks it over to Hightower. Stop. Sets and fires a three. Front iron. No. Rebound comes down to Central Gwinnett. Long lead pass up to Cassandra. Cassandra all the way. Puts it up high off the window and scores. Good job by Kevin Lewis Charles to feed it up the floor and get the transition hoop. Dime to Lewis. Cheeseman, baseline, put it up off the window. No, fought for the own rebound, got it, and they got fouled as it went back up, and that may be 2 shots. That'll be Antonio's third, Dan Antonio, his third foul, and the team's 7th, but Cheeseman will go to the free throw line. A.J. Cheeseman, 11.4 points a game and 7.1 rebounds per game last year for the Eagles. 6:33 to go, fourth quarter, Cheeseman free throw good. Cheeseman now with 12. He kind of came to life, though, a little bit in that third quarter. Had 2 big buckets and then 2 free throws for those 6 points after a scoreless first quarter, and then he had 5 in that second quarter. So now he's up to 12 points total, tied with the game high with Jaquan Morris. Second free throw by Cheeseman. Good form and splashes it in there good. He hit them both. He's 4 of 4. Check it. He is 5 of 6 from the free throw line in the contest. Lead now pushed back to 8. Collins Hill keeping it between 6 and 8. And a 10 count. A 10 count called on Kashonda with 6:23 to go. Another turnover for Central Gwinnett. They really struggled in that first half with turnovers, have kind of calmed down with it, but then they've had 2 very bad turnovers here in recent memory. Lambert will inbound it, and he gives it to Max Clark. It'll be Lambert, Clark, Justin Lee into the game, Cheeseman, and Chris Parks for Collins Hill. Over to the left. There's a 3 by Lambert. Side of the rim, no good. Comes off, Stamps with the rebound. Long outlet to Turner. Turner gonna go off the window, good. He had to get it up there because those long arms were coming, but Turner with the layup. And then a good hustle play by Turner, and he will pick up a foul on Lambert. Kyle Lambert, that'll be his 3rd and the team's 7th. 6:03, fourth quarter. 6-point game again. A chance to dent it even more now as Cassandra operating the offense and gives it to Morris. Morris picked up by Clark, but he peels back out near midcourt. Surveying the offense and looking. There's Cassandra coming off a screen. Now he's going to drive and pick it back up to the top, work it around to Turner. Turner had to save it to give it to Hillary. Hillary kicks it back out to Cassandra. They're being dangerous with the passes at the moment. Here is Morris. Morris gets the screen, doesn't use it. Now going to spin below the free throw line to Stamp. Stamp pump fake back out to Turner. Turner going to pull it from NBA range. Bang! Turner with his second 3 of the ball game, and now they have cut it to 3. Here's Lambert. Lambert on the drive. Lambert layup is no good. Got his own rebound up and a blocking foul. No shot. That was a very late call. Stamps will get hit with the foul. That'll be his 2nd. Team's 8th, so it should be 1-1 coming up for Kyle Lambert. Lambert 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He just split a pair. They're going to give him 2 shots? Yeah, they'll say 2 shots on that one, okay. First free throw is good. Justin Lee will take a seat. Tyshawn Hightower will check back in. Tyshawn Hightower just long and rangy. As I mentioned, he scored 18 points a game, averaged 18 points a game last year at Towers High School. In his first game here with Collins Hill, free throw is good, so made them both as Lambert. First game with Collins Hill here. I like how long and athletic he is. He has 9 points so far. Hillary, Lawrence, Morris, Stamps, and Turner, the 5 on the floor for Central Gwinnett. Hillary gets it across the timeline on the pass to Turner. Lawrence cuts to the foul line, now dumps it down to Stamps. Stamps is trapped, so he has to kick it back out to Morris. Morris to Stamps, and they work it back to Lawrence. They're working it around the horn. There's Turner, a 3, no good. Turner missed the 3, rebound by Cheeseman. Cheeseman now going to put it on the floor. Cheeseman driving. Lawrence came from behind, tried to steal it. Cheeseman is going to recover. Back to Parks. Parks swings it over to Hightower. 1 hard dribble. Wanted to go in the corner but couldn't do it, so coming to get it is Clark. Clark picked up by Turner. 5-point game. Feeding on the back. There's Parks. Parks wanted the free throw line jumper. No, and a foul by Stamps. Maybe 1 extra pass too much. Parks could have pulled that J right there, but the foul will be on Stamps. That's his 3rd and the team's 9th. So J.D. Uzo, who is on the bench in foul trouble, he actually has 4, is going to the free throw line. Free throw is good. 3 of 3 on the day from the free throw line is J.D. Uzo. Goes through his free throw routine. It's a long animated routine. Free throw is good. That one was classic right there. Number 3, why you're short so high. They don't have the John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas look. A backcourt violation again, over and back on Central Gwinnett. That's the 2nd time they've been hit with that. 4:27 to go. 51-44 4. Here it is, 7 again. 6, 7, 8 points. That's what Collins Hill has been able to keep Central Gwinnett at for most of this second half. He had a 7-point lead at the half. Cheeseman shot no good. Offensive putback on a tip by J.D. Ozo. Ozo with the tip. Ozo, that name makes me think about the quarterback here at North Gwinnett. A timeout has been called. The previous quarterback is C.J. Uzoma. Ozo. Timeout. It's a 9-point game, 4:03. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it quickly with them right here across the network. Out of the timeout now. It's a 9-point game. Central Gwinnett trailing by 9 to Collins Hill. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence now gives it over to Turner. Turner to Morris. Central Gwinnett has made 2 or 3 pushes. They've got it to 2. They've got it to 3. They've just haven't been able to get over the hump. And Collins Hill extending that arm, keeping them at arm's length. 6, 7, 8, now 9 points. Lawrence gives it to Morris. Nothing going to the basket at the moment. Turner holding in the corner, tried to go down to Stamps, who's got Cheeseman on him. They feed the post, and the double team comes down, and a foul is called. And that will be on Parks, I believe. Yep, that'll be on Parks. It'll be his first. The team's 8th, so 1-and-1 operation coming up. Opportunity. Listen to me, operation. Like I'm talking about a wing T operation. Here's Stamps on the free throw. In and out, no good. Blew a free throw on the front end. Lawrence chasing him down. Now the foul came way back here behind us, and the foul on Lawrence. Lawrence picks up his second. That'll be the team's 10th. So J.D. Ozo will go to the free throw line, and he will get 2 now. They're in the double bonus, and they have an opportunity to push the lead to double figures. Goes through his free throw routine, sticks it up, and they're good. Made 3 straight free throws. He's made 5 straight free throws. He's perfect from the line today with 5 points. From the free throw line, it is 5 of 5. Lawrence will take a seat, and Bedard Casanda will check back in for the Central Gwinnett Black Knights. 10-point lead now for Collins Hill. Free throw is good. They have an 11-point lead. Maybe they have withstood this Central Gwinnett push. They got 3 minutes and 20 seconds to make a push. Here's Hillary. Hillary in to Casanda. Casanda quickly across the timeline to Hillary. Hillary in the corner to Morris. Morris, a 3. Back iron. Hill to the rim. No good. Rebound is going to come out to Max Clark. Driving all the way. Hightower, no. Ozo tried to tip it back in. And the foul going to be on Hillary. Hillary picks up his 4th. That'll be the team's 11th. As they're in the double bonus with 3:04 to go, and going to the free throw line was J.D. Ozo. .304 to go. Ozo now living at the line. He's 6 of 6 and had missed his first free throw. 11-point ball game. Hillary now will check out momentarily. He has 4 fouls, and coming in will be Xavier Kofar. Ozo had made 6 in a row. He missed that 7, so he'll try to get a split right here. It's good. Push the lead to 12 now. 3 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Glad that you're with us. Joe Hillsman live, SUV TV, the Jared Cook tip-off classic. A floater, no good by Casanda, and a foul called on the floor. And it will be called on Hightower. Hightower picks up his first and the team's 9th. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up. So 2:55, if Central Gwinnett can make a push, they may have to use the free throw line. The next foul, Collins Hill will be in the double bonus. Morris, free throw, no good. They've missed the front end of back-to-back 1-and-1s. Swing it to the left to Max Clark. Clark puts it on the floor. Clark now going to turn, and now a foul will be called on Morris, and that'll be his third. So the free throw parade will continue now. Max Clark will be going to the free throw line. Clark on the day making his first trip. He has 4 points in the game. Cheeseman has gone quiet here. He has 13 in the game. As I scan the floor. Free throw is good by Max Clark. 13-point lead. They push the lead out to now, 2:42. The gym is very silent. Second free throw is good. A 14-point lead in Central Gwinnett, who pushed to get within 2. Collins Hill just kind of said, all right, let's just pull away, and that's exactly what they've done. Morris now flares it in the corner, and a long 3 by Turner, and it'll be an offensive foul, and that will be Morris's 4th foul.
Foul starts with number 20, Morris.
We're going to grab a towel. Let's see. We got a wet spot down there. Okay, yeah, let's get that cleaned up. 2:31 to go, fourth quarter. Collins Hill now has an 18-point lead, 58-44. Central Gwinnett got within 2 one time and got within 3 another time. They trailed 30-28, and then they trailed 47-44. And since that 47-44, an 11-0 push by the Eagles. Kick it out to the top. Here's Ozo. Ozo picked up by Cassandra. Cassandra had it knocked away from behind. Ofor gets it up ahead to Cassandra. Cassandra gives it off. Morris layup good. That breaks the drought. They needed to break that drought. They missed some front end of some 1-and-1s, but that breaks the 11-0 run. So here's Hightower with 2:05 and a foul call. Nope, a timeout has been called. It'll be a full timeout call by Collins Hill's Ty Bumgarner. With 2:05 to go in a 12-point game, and you take a look at Coach Bumgarner as he goes to the huddle, looking at his Collins Hill Eagles. The one thing that Coach Bumgarner really wanted his ball club to do this year that they didn't do last year is finish. They didn't finish strong at the end of the season last year, and right now this is a teaching opportunity that they want them to finish these games. All right, remember, this event, the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, is part of the ATL Peach Elite Series, and you see the schedule there. Holiday Hoops Giving coming up Friday right here at SUV TV, live from Holy Innocents Episcopal School in Atlanta, and then On the Radar Hoops Invitational at Duluth. So you see there will be plenty of basketball, and remember, you can take it with you. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow us on all of our social media. There'll be plenty of high school basketball to get you ready. This is my favorite time of the year. Nobody's in school. Nobody has to go to work. And then when I do come to work, I'm watching basketball. That's what we do at SUV TV. Joe Hillsman, glad to be with you. The first of 5 games today. And everybody's ready for the nightcap, of course. You just love good basketball. Gainesville will be taking on St. Francis to cap it off. The seal breaker today, though, is Central Gwinnett and Collins Hill. I'm very impressed with this Collins Hill bunch. Really like A.J. Cheeseman. I like the size they've got. It'll be interesting to see how they do over the weekend when they go up to Charlotte and play some more competition. But this Collins Hill team, a top 10 team in the Score Atlanta poll, and our man Kyle Sandy released those earlier today for the classifications. Georgia high school basketball is very, very good. Boys and girls, men's and women's. There's a cookie, and a layup is good. Bernard Cassandra with a steal. That's his second field goal. Both of them have came here in this fourth quarter. 10-point ball game, just under 100 seconds. Get it across to Max Clark. Clark going to put it on the floor. Bounces it down low. There's Cheeseman. Cheeseman up and in good. First field goal. Cheeseman has had himself a pretty good game. Right there at 15 points a game. 15 points in this game. Kyle Lambert will come in. J.D. Ozo will go out. Ozo kind of lived at the line here in this fourth quarter. He went 5 of 6. He's 7 of 8 on the day. Uh-oh, now the refs are going to get together and have a conference right here and see what's going on. What was the call? Morris wants to inbound it. It's a 12-point game. Hillary now will go to the scores table. Xavier Kufar will come out. Hillary will come in, and Hillary now will inbound it. Inbounds it to Cassandra. Cassandra will come into the forecourt, picked up by Max Clark. Cheeseman came out on the hedge. Cheeseman took it away from him. Cheeseman on the break. Cheeseman layup, blew it. Cassandra made a good defensive effort, though, of running back and changed it because it could have been a fast break dunk. Cheeseman had to change it and go with the layup and left it short, out of bounds, and it will go back to Central Gwinnett. Cassandra will take a seat, and now Kufar will check in. Kufar to Morris. Morris back to Kufar. Here comes the trap. He breaks it right there to the left, passes it down on the left baseline, driving. The Hillary up and in good, and a timeout call. Jalen Hillary now with 8 in the contest and a quick timeout. It is a full timeout call by Central Gwinnett, 60-50. They're working really quickly. That's one of the things you've noticed today. Collins Hill with that trapping defense, and it has caused some problems. Hillary with that baseline layup right there, easy off the window. This is Collins Hill and Central Gwinnett. We have 63 seconds to go. The Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic 2015 from Suwanee, Georgia, North Gwinnett High School. Coming up in our next game, it will be the Archer Tigers taking on the Peachtree Reds Lions. And that game will also be right here on SUV TV, the SUVTV.com. Mayweather now trying to draw up something. They're down 10 with 63 seconds. I keep talking about the pushes that they made. They pulled within 2 at one point, then they pulled within 3. They had a three-pointer that, let's see. Let me take a look at my line. Yeah, Quentin Turner hit a 3 to make it 47-44. They cut it to 3, and then there was an 11-0 run by Collins Hill. Central Gwinnett missed the front end of the 1-and-1 twice during that run.
Go Bernard! Go Bernard!
High tower goes to Lambert. Lambert will go baseline. He tried to dunk it and Stamps with the foul. Be careful. Don't fall back on the knee like that. Stamps helps him up, and Lambert will go to the free throw line. 43 and 9-10 seconds. So Central Gwinnett entered the game 1-0 and came off of that victory over North Gwinnett on Saturday to open the event. Take a look at their upcoming schedule here in just a moment. Kyle Lambert going to the free throw line. That foul was on Stamps. That was his 4th. Lambert's free throw is good.
Hillary back into the game for the Black Knights.
Lambert will get one more. Collins Hill will be taking on East Paulding, and then they've got Berkmar coming up. And it will be a region game against the Berkmar Patriots. And you will see them later on today right here on SUV TV. I'm telling you, stay up to date with SUV TV and you'll see, block shot by A.J. Cheeseman. 36 and 9-10 seconds is a 12-point contest. And after that Berkmar contest, Central Gwinnett will be taking on Archer. So those are their next 3 games. It does not get easy because after Archer, they'll be taking on Shiloh and Decula. So the next 5 games for Central Gwinnett will be serious ball games. Going to the free throw line will be Morris, Jaquan Morris. The foul called on Max Clark, his 2nd, and the team is in the double bonus. Morris free throw, front iron, falls good. Morris' 2nd free throw is good. Morris 3 of 4 from the free throw line. One of those misses with the front end of the 1-and-1 during that 11-0 run. Here's Hightower. Hightower walked with the basketball as he went to take off before the foul happened. Offense for defense is the substitution pattern that Coach Mayweather has gone with. Coach Bumgarner calls out the defensive set from his coaching position. Inbound it now, and they give it to Kofor. Kofor going to drive down the lane, layup, uncontested. Cheeseman gets to the last. Cheeseman gets it up ahead now to Ozo. 17 seconds, and now Coach Mayweather said no foul, and they will run out the clock. Max Clark will dribble it out, and that will be the final score. Collins Hill gets a season-opening win, 62-52 over Central Gwinnett. And that is the game one in the books here from the SUV TV broadcast position of the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic. Quickly, let me see. 15 points for A.J. Cheeseman. 9 for Lambert. 11 for J.D. Ozo. And then let me take a look at Chris Parks. Parks finished with 8. He was held scoreless in the second half. All right, so that's it. Final score, Collins Hill 62, Central Gwinnett 52. Archer and Peachtree Ridge coming up next right here. So the Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic, the SUVTV.com.